Hey, good evening. Um, I'd been thinking about this topic for, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks or so now. And I think like 3, 4 days ago, I saw a post that reminded me of this subject that I had already been brainstorming on and contemplating about. And I titled it OMG. She has so much baggage. And so, when I was thinking about this, there was something a few weeks ago that reminded me of it, and it was something about like, seeing guys and girls that, seeing this gal with, 2, 3 kids, and seeing posts about girls with kids and, ladies with kids, and how, she's got so many kids, bro, you gonna get some chick with, 2 kids, 4 kids, 3 kids, I don't want that, I don't want all that, and I was like, And then I started thinking about, when we see single fathers, right? And, I know my initial reaction is, wow, that's a good guy. He's like taking care of his kids. He's responsible. He's hands-on. And, wow, it's got to be a good guy to take care of his kids, right? Then, like I said, when you really think about the societal portrayal of women when they're single with children, it's like, baggage. It's like, man, I want a gal who doesn't already have kids, or that I can have kids with without her kids, or I want to have a gal who doesn't have kids and doesn't want to have kids because I already have my kids, and I get it. I get it. Like if you have kids, or someone you're interested in has kids, then you open up a whole nother realm of responsibility, financially, emotionally, and it's a big deal. So I get it. But recently I saw a post a few days ago, and this gal, and she was posting it to be encouraging, and it was, but the post was something like, my guy friend was, was talking to my guy friend, and he was like, man, how do I find a gal who doesn't have kids, and who doesn't want to go have more kids, like if she doesn't have kids and then I marry her, and then she wants to have kids with me, which I don't want to do because I already have my own kid, and she's like, why don't you, and I forget what her solution is. I have to look it up, but she suggested something. He's like, oh man, thanks. I really appreciate that. That's a great idea. But like my first response wasn't like, like, what a great idea. And I didn't think what a jerk. I was just like, so you can have a kid, but any qualified, desirable woman that you want shouldn't have a kid and shouldn't want to have more kids when she's in love with you. So I'm thinking, and then I've met some women and men, they're older, and they're like, I want someone younger, who's going to have kids and this and that, but like, they're not on the same page, like mature wise or financially and all these things. So it's like, I think people, it's important to have good expectations and realistic expectations. And there certainly is something to be said when someone's had like multiple children with multiple people. And I know people who have, and they're wonderful people, and they're not unworthy of being loved, and they're not unworthy of having a committed relationship. But we do know that, unfortunately, sometimes when there are people that have multiple children with multiple people, we know that oftentimes that is a reflection of poor choices and possibly a lack of commitment, right? And so, we have to evaluate the whole picture. I've known people that were married once to an abusive spouse, and the second spouse died, or vice versa, or whatever. So we can't just like automatically go, they have baggage, But I've talked to a few of my friends about this, male and female, and the reality is, if a guy is single and he's got his kids, it's like so novel and so wonderful, and what a great guy he is, what a great father to take care of his kids. And like, the women want to just go take care of him and his kids. The women just want to go, like marry him and mother the kids and love the kids and love him and like take care of him. What a great guy. Let me take care of him. But, like, so often if the woman's single and she has kids, it's like, oh man, I don't want to deal with that. So anyway, not a big deal. It's just something, I was thinking about, and then I saw it, and I was like, You know, that's so true. That's kind of how our society sees it. So anyway, yeah, kids aren't baggage. They're responsibilities and they're gifts. And so, you know, if you're not up for the challenge, definitely recognize that, so you don't disappoint yourself and disappoint those you get involved with. No baggage. Okay, bye.